Classrooms today have a diverse array of students. How do we choose strategies and resources that will help students access content during instruction and on assessments? This is the second video about the Individual Student Assessment Accessibility Profile, also known as the ISAP. The first video describes team members working together to select resources for individual students to use during assessments when allowed. This video will share how to use the ISAP tool to record those resources selected during the ISAP process. Let's begin by introducing three students: Mila, Sarah, and Eduardo. Like the students in your classroom, these students have their own learning styles and preferences that require supports during instruction and on assessments to demonstrate what they know and can do. Our first student, Mila, is in high school and has an individualized education program, also known as an IEP. In addition to having low vision, Mila has dyscalculia. This is a learning disability that makes it challenging for the student to understand the meaning of numbers. Dyscalculia can be supported by resources that help her learn and perform math operations. Our second student, Sarah, is in elementary school. Sarah's teachers have documented through observation that she is distracted by some of the default accessibility resources on assessments. The team found that if they determine the supports that best suit her learning style and preferences during instruction, they can better determine the supports needed during an assessment. Our third student, Eduardo, is in middle school. He just moved to a new school and his home language is Spanish. He relocated from Costa Rica with his family 2 years ago. He is an emerging bilingual who continues to receive support learning English. We will keep Mila, Sarah, and Eduardo in mind as we explore how the ISAP tool can support them and students like them. Smarter Balanced offers a 3-tier accessibility system to meet the individual needs and preferences of students. The 3 tiers include universal tools, designated supports, and accommodations. Smarter Balanced also offers instructional accessibility strategies and tools for teachers to support students with the resources provided in the 3 tiers. As we consider students' individual needs and preferences, keep in mind that not every combination of resources and strategies works for every student. It's also important to avoid over or under-assigning accessibility resources, as both cases may interfere with students' abilities to show what they know and can do. As the team confirms that students use appropriate accessibility resources during instruction and on assessments meaningfully, they will determine effective individualized selections for each student. These tiers were purposely designed to ensure valid and reliable test scores for all students taking the Smarter Balanced assessments. What does the 3-tier accessibility system of supports look like during instruction and on assessments? Let's revisit our students and see them in action using the ISAP tool. Remember Mila, our high school student? During instruction, Mila benefits from several different accessibility strategies that she also uses on assessments. Let's go to the ISAP tool and walk through how to record Mila's needs and preferences. To add a student, select the plus symbol. To begin, complete the student information section. Now we will start addressing Mila's needs and preferences in the general section by selecting English for presentation. Next, select Permissive Mode Enabled. This option is chosen because Mila uses a magnification software program that changes colors on her screen and makes text and the mouse pointer larger. This feature allows the software program to work with the test delivery system during the assessment. In the Student Needs and Identification of Student Needs sections, there are general categories to help narrow down your search for the resources. In Mila's case, we will select Support for Persistent Calculation Disability Dyscalculia, Support for Vision Impairments and Blindness, and Individualized Education Program. The next sections are Universal Tools Embedded and Universal Tools Non-Embedded. All of the universal tools are automatically turned on for every student. You can hover over each resource to learn more about it. We can now see the designated supports aligned to Mila's needs, but Mila doesn't need all of them. She only needs magnification to support her low vision. It is important to note these supports appear after the student needs are selected. The next section is Accommodations IEP or 504 Plan Documentation. This section only appears if the student was identified in the Student Needs section as having an IEP or 504 plan. The use of a non-embedded calculator is an accommodation included in Mila's IEP, so she is able to use a specialized calculator to help her in mathematics during instruction and assessments. Now let's consider Sarah's accessibility needs and resources that would benefit her. Remember, Sarah is an elementary school student who is easily distracted with some of the universal tools on assessments. During class instruction, the Universal Tools line reader and strike-through help her stay focused while reading and answering written questions. But she gets distracted with Zoom and highlighter. As we fill out Sarah's information, we will deselect the Universal Tools, Zoom, and highlighter since they distract her. To accomplish this, we need to select Support for Executive Functioning, Attention, Cognition Control, and Processing, and Educator Recommendation in the Student Needs and Identification of Student Need sections. The designated support turn off any universal tools must be selected to enable the deselection of any universal tools in the test registration system. Our third student, Eduardo, is new to his middle school and his home language is Spanish. What resources and strategies may support him best? Eduardo is an English learner in a mainstream classroom. He excels in mathematics when he has bilingual support. His team determined he will benefit from full Spanish translation for his mathematics assessment, so he can leverage his command of Spanish to demonstrate mathematics knowledge and skills. Eduardo uses images, pictures, and drawings during instruction to help him understand words he isn't yet familiar with in English. In addition to the Spanish translation, he can benefit from the following designated supports: illustration glossaries, translated test directions, and a bilingual dictionary on the assessment. Let's now look at how the ISAP data is entered into the testing platform. This process may look a little different in each state and territory. After the ISAP data is entered for students, select OK at the bottom of the page. The student profiles will be generated as a downloadable file. Provide this file to your assessment coordinator to input into the assessment system. Keep in mind that the tool does not save student data. Once you exit, the data will not be retrievable. It's important to follow your state's or territory's guidelines for protecting students' identifiable information. Just like visiting the eye doctor every year to evaluate your eyesight, it's important to continuously review the needs and preferences of students. As Eduardo's English language proficiency increases, he may not need translation resources. However, Mila is likely to continue to need large print resources and accessibility strategies related to her low vision needs. Some student needs for accessibility resources and strategies might decrease over time, while others might remain the same. To become familiar with the ISAP tool and how it can support your students' individual needs and preferences, visit www.isap.smarterbalanced.org.